Greetings and welcome back to room 303 in our talks with Walt, as we are calling our readings through the deathbed edition of Walt Whitman's Leaves of Grass. We turn now to the little poem, The Pallid Wreath, poem number 7 of 31 of Goodbye My Fancy, as we are finishing our reading study of Leaves of Grass. Our assumptions are that you've been with us from the very beginning at learnstrong.net, talked with Walt, our playlist, and that you have been exposed to our introductory comments for Goodbye My Fancy. We just finished with Apparitions. Our Nortons will tell us that this poem was first published in the Critic magazine newspaper, January 10th, 1891. The manuscript that we refer to as the Berg manuscript has the poet's notation, quote, "My friends, can you use this in the Critic? The price is $5, and then there's an ellipsis in quote. In the first line, funeral, the manuscript reading was erroneously spelled funeral in the Critic. The error persisted in the collections over time, both probably printed directly from a clipping of the Critic text, a procedure encouraged by Whitman's failing eyesight." So yeah, we are going to see actually a misspelling here, and that's going to make this poem even that much more fun to read. Now, I love the word picture that gets played here. You'll remember Pallid from Song of Myself 26, Pallid Lips, and Wreath you'll remember from Oh Captain, My Captain. Somehow, and again, it's use of the word strange or somehow or perhaps. We're seeing this over and over again. Somehow, I cannot let it go. Yet, funeral though it is, again, funeral here, the misspelling. You'll remember Song of Myself 48, whoever walks without sympathy walks to his own funeral dressed in his shroud, will remind us of this use of this word. Let it remain back there on its nails, suspended, with pink, blue, yellow, all blanched, and the white now gray and ashy. Notice all of his colors. Takes us back, of course, to drum taps. One withered rose put years ago for thee, dear friend. But I do not forget thee. Hast thou, notice his three questions here. He asks them directly. Hast thou then faded? Is the odor exhaled? Again, odor is such an important part of reading Leaves of Grass. Are the colors, vitalities dead? And again, the use of colors just takes us back 3 lines above. No. So there's his rhetorical question answered. No. While memories subtly play, and then a dash to make us think of our Emily Dickinson, the past vivid as ever. For but last night I woke, and in that spectral ring saw thee, thy smile, eyes, face, calm, silent, loving as ever. Notice those 6 things. And then again the colon. So let the wreath hang still a while. His use of still is brilliant in Leaves of Grass, as we pointed out. I think T.S. Eliot learned to use still in his 4 quartets. We must be still and still moving into another intensity for the union and so on, right? Still a while within my eye reach. It is not yet dead to me, not even pallid. So he comes back, obviously, to the title itself. Well, I think the point here is simple, right? At 2a, true friendships are lasting beyond death. And I think that Whitman was hopeful that we would see his collection of poems as a kind of a friend, and therefore would continue to enjoy it long after Whitman's passing. 2b, obviously, it's interesting to ask, who is this poem actually for? Who is the you that he's speaking to that he never actually names? He's done this a few times in Leaves of Grass, hasn't he? Left us wondering. At 3a, well, I love to think of John Donne's Death Be Not Proud, Sonnet 10. We've given a full lecture on it at learnstrong.net, of course, the 1633 poem. I'm certain that Whitman had some of that in the back of his mind in a poem like this. And then finally, 3b, who is it in your life that you remember well? Maybe they're no longer with you, but you remember well. And is it possible that maybe Whitman will be, with your study of Leaves of Grass, one of those people? I hope so. Thank you.